Welcome to Hot Flashes and Bold Moves, the podcast for women over 50 who are done apologizing, done shrinking, and absolutely done pretending we don't know where our clitoris is.
That's right. We're Michelle and Dana, two badass, hilarious, hormone-raging women navigating the wild ride of aging with no filter, no shame, and no damn patience for bullshit.
From vaginal mysteries to dating disasters, dry spells to bold-ass reinventions, we are serving up real talk, belly laughs, and probably a little oversharing.
True. So pour a glass, put a fan in your bra, and buckle up. It's about to get
Hot in here. This is Hot Flashes and Bold Moves. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Hot Flashes and Bold Moves. We are your hosts, of course. I am Michelle.
And I am Dana.
And today we are going to talk about love. First,
Well, like there.
that's awesome. All right. But first, what's in your cup?
Look at my little mug today.
Oh, Grogu is so cute. I love him.
Just tea. I'm doing a metabolic reset, so it's just tea.
We talk more about that another time. I love
You got
red solo cup. And it's just water.
keep it on, drinking and getting your fluids in.
Yep, I am. I am indeed.
Okay,
So, talking about love. Well, Valentine's Day coming up. Saturday, February 14th.
Yeah.
So, just kind of want to talk about what's it mean? This stage of life. 57, 56-year-old women, one in a committed relationship, getting ready to sow her oats, whatever.
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
been single by choice for a while.
You'll
I
know.
might
when
get
you're
ready to
ready.
mingle by
You're not-
choice.
yeah. Mingle, single and mingling. Anyway,
Right.
so talking about what it means, what it's like. What does love in your 50s look like or mean to you? Is it, because of course Valentine's Day is a whole thing where, oh my God, I need to have a date. Oh, flowers, candy, dinner, whatever. And that's still what it means.
I mean, do you and Claude celebrate it? I feel like after this long of a time, you probably just, I don't know. I feel like if you're dating somebody like newly dating or before you're married kind of thing, it's something you do.
Did your previous long-term relationship always do something for Valentine's Day? Was that a thing?
Well,
And I ain't talking about getting your swerve on. I mean, that's a given.
no. Okay, for me, at the beginning part, but then there's some little girl need in me. There's a little girl need in me to be special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you roll up to the office and you've got 5 sisters and me and ladies in the office, and I think it's wonderful that you think of them. But when you roll up to the office and you give us all the same thing, well, you can shove your flowers straight up your ass. I mean, what are we freaking in kindergarten with our little foil boxes? Everybody put a thing in. No, I feel like, okay, great, nice that you want to acknowledge other special women in your life, but to me, that's the day that's for your special someone, not everybody's special someone. So
Right.
that's probably some little trauma thing or whatever I need to unpack in my life. That just made the whole day for me unimportant. Just like not, you know what I'm saying? To
Sure.
me,
So he didn't single you out as being more special than anybody else, and you're like, what the hell?
yeah, here next year I'm just gonna decorate my little shoebox, in aluminum foil and cut it in. And
You
just
just
put
drop
something
your
in.
Valentines and all of
Yeah,
them.
just
Yep.
so no.
Not the same.
I,
So,
I no.
so Valentine's Day is not the same for you because of that. So you don't care, is what you're saying.
Think Valentine's Day, I think it's great that you celebrate. If you're in love with somebody, you should be celebrating that love every day,
you
not
don't need
just on
you don't need
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day to exactly. I agree.
It's kind of like St. Patrick's Day for me.
Yeah.
I don't need to go out on St. Patrick's Day with all the amateurs or New Year's Eve. Why?
Yeah, we have
I don't want to be out there with all those people.
we have different feelings on that too, and we'll talk about that in another episode. I hear you on the Valentine's Day. Hallmark made it up for a reason to buy
candy and cards. That being said, if it is nice to feel special, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to go out and do some extraordinarily grand thing, but you can make the night special,
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to feel special with my person, and if it's on Valentine's Day, that's great. What
Yeah.
about you? What about you and Claude? Do y'all
Um,
go out on Valentine's Day?
no, I don't, not always. We have. This Saturday, Valentine's Day, is Purdue University against the University of Iowa men's basketball. So
See, I'm
we're
moving.
going out to watch that because I did
Yeah,
my undergrad at Iowa and he did his at Purdue. So we're going to go do that. We'll have some
that'll be a nice
adult
evening.
beverages and some snackies and it'll be fun. And
Yeah.
we're going with another couple, friends of ours. So yes, we are going out. We're not consistent. Sometimes we do things on Valentine's Day and sometimes we don't. Used to be we would go into the city, we would do beautiful dinner, we would, do all the things, and we don't need that anymore. And I don't have as much energy as I used to have then. So there you have it.
Well, I got to the point I'd be like, so say, okay, like Valentine's Day is on Saturday. I would be like, "Ew, I don't want to be out with all the crowds. You want to go out for Friday, go out to dinner on Friday or Sunday?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. I remember this is so funny when I was single before this little girl. I was about 10, 15 years older than everybody I worked with.
Okay.
And she brought me on Valentine's Day. And it said, the only man you need, chocolate bunny rabbit at
Yeah.
it was a chocolate man with little white boxer shorts on with little harps on it, and it was a chocolate she's like, "This is all
It's
man
it.
you need." Like we mentioned, I am single by choice, became single by choice,
Right.
and have stayed single
By choice.
by choice and avoidance also,
Not ready.
I'm not ready, but I'm
And it's
getting
okay.
there.
That's okay too.
I have a friend too that we talk about this often. It's it's gonna have to be somebody that really complements my life. It can't be like I can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah. I get it.
Like
Yeah.
I think everybody has the need and want to be loved by someone special.
Yeah.
I do. I believe that's innately ingrained in our soul, our DNA or whatever. I really feel like, and those people that are serial daters and serial womanizers and all that, I think even they deep down want to have somebody special that loves
Looking
them.
for something. They're just not finding it. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know.
Valentine's Day was a big deal to me when I was what I'm going to call a kid. So, late teens, 20s was a big deal. And I had boyfriends often over that time. So it wasn't like I was looking for a date necessarily or feeling woe is me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I expected, and I'm going to preface this. The only reason I had any expectations around it was because society told me I should have expectations around it.
To not do.
For Valentine's Day, yes. When I was a young woman, it was supposed to be properly acknowledged and, I was supposed to feel special and all the things. And again, I will say that's only because society told me I was supposed to feel that way. All the commercials, my mom, it's ridiculous. Does anybody even know who Saint Valentine is and what that's about? It's not, come on,
And
dudes.
the Valentine's Day Massacre?
My God. Anyway, so no, it is not to me anymore. And actually, once I got married to first husband, I would tell him not to buy me flowers on Valentine's Day because they jack up the prices.
Yeah.
Everything is more expensive. Everything of that ilk is more expensive on Valentine's Day. So don't waste your money.
The chocolate covered strawberries are my favorite thing. I love
I do
those.
enjoy those. Yeah. And so Claude is actually, you made the point that if you are in a quality relationship and you love somebody, you can celebrate that love all year long. It doesn't have to be February 14th. And Claude has been, for the most part, he's been slacking lately, is always really good about, I guess, the romancing me, I guess is the word. Isn't that what
He always you though, not
yeah,
just
wasn't
on
that what
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day connotes though is the romance. I want to feel special and romanced, courted, whatever. And he's always been very good at that. Like he's so good at just being thoughtful about things that I like and getting that. Or he'll, for no reason at all, bring me home flowers and he'll bring me a sweater, whatever. And it's just because he was out somewhere and it caught his eye and he loves flowers too. So he's like, we could have the bright colors. I believe that's key. I don't feel like Valentine's Day needs to be a thing for anybody. If you are either A, self confident and secure in who you are and where you are in your life, and choosing not to date or choosing not to be in a relationship, or if you're in a healthy, good relationship. because you don't I guess we don't need it as much.
Well, I have a friend that's been in a relationship for a long time, and she just eats that up. She wants to go to dinner. She wants the flowers and the candy and all
Yeah.
that stuff. She just loves it. And you know what? That's probably the little girl in her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
she's very confident and they've got a great relationship. He romances her all the time, but she just loves that stuff, you know? But she's also the kind of person that for any special day, she makes a big deal out of any special day. You
Good.
know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's her. And for me, as a single person, if I was dating somebody, I will say this. If I was dating somebody and we were, to the point where you're what are you only dating each other,
Yeah.
you're
You're
exclusive.
monogamous,
Yeah. You're exclusive, right?
exclusive.
And it's like your first Valentine's Day or whatever. Yes, I would like to be, taken out or done something for on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But probably the next year I'll be like, we can just grill steaks and watch Netflix. I don't
Sure.
care. You know what I
Sure.
mean? You don't even have to buy me a car. So to me, it's like Claude buying you a sweater for just random reasons. I am telling you, man, if there's any men listening at all to this podcast, they always talk about how women are so difficult. We are
You're
so
so easy.
easy. Like you could say to your woman, if she comes out for work one day and she's wearing a dress that you like, if you just took the time and said, even if it's something like for that's going to be something you would say, like, girl, that dress is curving your ass just the way I like it, you know? You know what I mean? I'm liking the way that dress is fitting them curves or whatever.
Yeah.
That will carry us all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you send a
Maybe for the
text,
year.
yeah, or if you send a text in the middle of the day, "Just had a minute,
Yeah.
thought of you, hope you're having a
Yeah.
good day." That will carry for me anyway, I don't know
Right.
about you, that will ca that carries me or, "Oh, I love your hair looks nice. You look really
Yeah.
hot or pretty," or whatever the terms you're gonna women, we are like flowers. If you water us,
Yeah.
we'll
Absolutely.
bloom.
Absolutely.
And being special, we're going back. This has kind of got me all riled up now
Yeah.
about being feeling special. The same guy, like you, Claude brought you a sweater, right? And
Yep.
it just meant the world to you. Same guy, remember? This is so stupid. Remember when we all had to wear masks?
Yes. Yes.
So he saw this pink, leopardy thing. So he brings it to me
A
and
mask? You
said,
mean a mask?
yeah, but see, this is how simple I am, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store, I saw this mask, I thought of you and bought it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so that
It's
was
so awesome.
oh
Yeah.
my god, I just
Yeah.
loved it, right?
Yeah.
So he had like a crawfish boil or something, and I was not feeling well, so I didn't go. So I saw pictures of the crawfish boil. Another lady
Oh, no.
that had come into town with her boyfriend was wearing said mask, same mask.
Your mask.
And I said, "Love the mask."
Yeah.
And she said, "Yes, so and so bought it for me today when we were at the grocery store." And I was like, so I waited because I am petty Betty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I waited for the perfect opportunity when we were in the car and I had the mask on, like not on, but like in my hands, and I rolled the window down and just threw it out the window. And he's like, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "Boy, I'm gonna teach you, right? What my needs are is I need to feel special. Don't come to me with, I saw this and thought of you, da, 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 da," and then buy some other woman the same thing. Maybe
Yeah.
I am being petty Betty. I just don't personally feel like your person should be doing that. And maybe there's something wrong with Dana Otis. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I've experienced anything like that necessarily, but I don't actually, I did. Many years ago, Claude used to have this thing where he would send out daily affirmations to a group of people.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
so
would be
Claude.
like, just a reminder that you're awesome or, I love you or something he saw it somewhere, whatever.
Yeah, still kind of does that.
Yeah, he does send it kind of. Not to me. And
Well,
here's
he
why.
sends us terrible.
Anyway, this was really early on in our relationship. And I thought he was doing it just for me. Somebody replied and it came to me. And I said, "Who is this?" And he told me. And I was like, "So you're sending her the affirmations too?" And he said, "Yeah, I have a whole group of people I send them to." And I was like, fuck you and your affirmations. I don't want them anymore.
Thank you, I'm not the only one. I'm like, "Dana, why are you such a petty Betty about this?"
Well, and to be honest, it was a really long time ago, and I'm in a much different place mentally and emotionally than I was then. I probably would not do that today. And it triggered me, and I was like, nope, not special. Fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah, I that's the thing, right? So, you can be special every day, not just on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and for me, someone special is gonna have to be somebody that I wanna wash my hair, eat my avocado, and get ready to go do something. Do you know what I mean? Because I am so good with myself, like, I am so good with my friends and myself. That is not something that I need, right?
Right.
And I feel like I don't know how how do you date? 'Cause
It's a
I
value.
don't
It's a value.
I want you. There's a difference between I need you and I want you, and I would
Yeah.
much rather want somebody than need them. And I mean, I understand I need you in my life, like when you're really, I need you here with me or whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you physically feel like you need them.
Yeah.
And I've been in a situation where I was in a relationship where I was afraid to leave because I thought I needed them. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be able to do this. How am I going to do this without this person?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And it's much more fun to be I want you and I need
Yeah.
you, you know?
Yeah,
So,
when actually, I had a long-term boyfriend, late teens, early 20s. By the way, he watches our podcast. Hi, you know who you are.
I don't, but I'm gonna find out.
And he's a year older than I am, and he was away at school, and I was home. Senior year of high school, and then first couple of years of college, I did community college at home. And he would come home to visit on weekends. Now he was so he's in college, he was a football player and a baseball player. And he was in a fraternity, so a lot of his time was spoken for. I mean, and he had to sometimes, go to class and graduate from college too, right?
It can't just be with you all the time, Michelle.
Right.
It can't just be
Well,
all about you.
oh my god, and I really believed I needed him, and so there would be weekends that he was supposed to come home, and he would call and say, "I can't come home." Dude, I would fall apart. There were
I
times that
bet.
he would say, "I'm coming home, and I'll come over tonight," and he wouldn't come over. Oh my god, I would lose my shit.
Did
Not
you do
with
that because
him.
you were young though,
I was,
Michelle?
and that's what I'm saying. That's what the need. And I was a kid. Rarely, well, I would lose my shit with him, and then I would be like, "Oh, I can't believe you're going home." But I would get off the phone and I would just scream and cry, and it was, "Oh, I need him. I need to be with him." It was also my own insecurity and not worthy and all that stuff. And why doesn't he love me? All that nonsense. And it was very different. That whole thing, love, the whole process had a very different meaning and feeling and all the things. Yeah, I mean, that was not healthy need, and I'm aware of that.
You love to have somebody. And I think you have a friend too. He was on our podcast that he's kind of like me. Got can't quite get to the altar.
Yeah.
I've
He's
been
been
engaged
he's been
by.
a I joke with him, he's been a serial proposer.
Here's the funny thing. So at 56, I in my last relationship, I really wanted to live and live and be with this person, like, make a do
Like,
all that.
share a home and make a home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I say this now because I'm
yeah,
not in a relationship.
yeah,
Being like Spencer Tracy and Katherine Hepburn, live close, visit
yeah.
often kind of
Good,
thing.
yeah.
I'm kind of
Conjugal
I'm kind of
visits,
okay with
hang out
that.
together, but be in your space when you're done.
Yeah. And I also feel like you can kind of create that within your home to have space. Hey, like, I'm tired of looking at your face. My aunt, not my aunt Vicky, but this really surprised me. I have another aunt, and she was married to my uncle for something years, and she's very refined,
Yeah.
not like me at all. I remember being a little kid, she would eat her fried chicken with a fork, and I was over there like, you know.
Yeah. One
But
in each, turn it apart with my teeth.
I don't know how we got on the subject of marriage and love and all that. She said, "Yeah, there's days you roll over and you look at your person and you're just kind of like, "Oh, I really love you," and then there's days you roll over and you wanna put your pillow over their face, you know, like, I don't know if I want I'm kinda like, I don't know if I wanna get there. You know what
Right.
I mean? I don't know if I wanna roll over and go, I don't you know, I don't know.
There's something to be said for having your own bed.
Yeah. It's funny, like, I saw this yesterday. One of the little girls that was in our, leadership class
Yeah.
bought a ring, and to me, it looked like an engagement ring and a wedding band,
Okay.
and she purchased it for herself. So I responded, "You go, girl. Marry your
Yeah.
damn self." Like,
Yeah.
marry yourself. She's gorgeous. I don't think she has any issues, dating. She's one of the most beautiful creatures. And I thought to myself, date yourself.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. It's kind of like waiting for somebody else to acknowledge you doing a good job. And then what if they don't? Well, did you do any less of a good job?
No,
No.
keep doing a good
Right?
job.
You know what? I
Yeah.
don't need you to buy me nice things. I'll buy me nice things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're waiting for it or looking for it. And here's a sad, sad, sad reality, my friends. You are looking for somebody outside of you to make you happy and well adjusted and feel loved and all the things. You're gonna be waiting a long time because all of that comes from inside of you. Nobody
Exactly.
else can make you happy. You make you happy.
And that's why I'm a hot mess express right now. I'm on a healing journey of trying
Yeah.
to get sorry. I am like, we'll get into that probably in some later podcasts. I
Yeah.
am trying to unpack all my things
Yeah.
and the best way somebody put it to me is, say you're worth $100. The highest somebody could pay for you is $100. How much would you sell yourself for? So if you say $10, well, you're vibing out there and you're only finding $10 people. That's the vibe you're putting out there.
Mm.
50
Gotcha.
dollars. I'd sell myself for $50. Well, you're only
Right.
vibing out for $50. Well, you want to be $100.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
until I get to $100, I don't
Yeah.
need to be dating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Any good for anybody else until you're good with yourself.
That's the other thing. I was in the grocery store and some man chatted me up. I was like, nope. I was thinking to myself, because I'm not healed and
You're
my
not, yeah.
picker's wrong. My picker's wrong. No,
My picker's wrong. That's
no,
really
no,
my picker needs
whatever.
adjusting.
No,
Yes.
no.
And I think the adjustment of your picker comes from the adjustment of you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
have finally, at 56 years old, have decided I need to
Yeah.
fix the little girl hurts in me. I need to fix those things, work on those things, because I'm not going to be good for anyone if I'm carrying all that
Yeah.
into this. We kind of got off on track. That's my
No,
version of
it's
love
true.
right now,
It's
is I'm not
absolutely
looking
true.
for it because,
Yeah.
I mean, I am fabulous. I mean, I think so.
Yeah, you
I mean, I think I would be a great girlfriend. I would not be a great girlfriend for very long because
you still got all
I
that stuff
haven't
you haven't
dealt with,
dealt with.
yeah. So I'm not
It
dating.
will always come up. You can't logic yourself out of those things. And
Right. You have to work on them.
they have imprinted in your body. And as
Mhm.
long as you haven't adequately dealt with them, they're gonna keep showing up in everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even your friendships and stuff.
Do you know about March 14th? I'm certain. Everything that comes out like that, boys are dumb.
What
I
not
would say boys are dumb. But yeah, I mean, if clearly a man created that, Steak and BJ Day. If you don't know, February 14th is Valentine's Day, and the men think it's about the women. So then the men created their own day, which is March 14th, which is Steak and BJ Day.
don't need a special day for that. You can just
No,
love
you
everybody
don't.
every day.
You know what? If you're chill, yeah,
Sure.
I'm just telling you right now, fellas, you get anything you want if you're worthy of it to her. So fold some laundry.
Tell her she looks nice.
Tell
Things
her
like,
she looks nice.
yeah, to me, thoughtfulness is
Yep.
just like,
Yep.
I will say this about my ex. The one thing I absolutely did love, now maybe he didn't do it, and maybe he hired somebody else to do it. I don't care. If there was something I needed, and my old house was being remodeled, I loved the barn doors or
Mhm.
whatever. And I came home from a trip from Montana and I had a little he thought that I needed this and I would never think of things like this, right? And because I wouldn't pay for them myself.
Right.
I had a little mudroom built, and then I had a little
Aw.
barn door on my door. So he did things like that.
Aw.
One time my hubcap was messed up. I came back and my hubcap was fixed,
Oh,
things like that.
yeah.
But those were like everyday special things.
I think you and I have talked about this. You have taken the love languages test.
Yeah,
We
I
can
was about
talk
to say
about the book.
I'm words of affirmation and acts of service, which my last person and I took the things,
Yeah.
and I mean, we took a class like on
Oh,
it,
did you
like,
really? Okay.
yeah, when one of my sons, we had to do a workshop, and his was physical touch,
Mhm.
which I struggle with. I don't like,
Mhm.
you know, but I actively made sure whether I squeezed him,
Yep.
rubbed his shoulders, hugged. Did that mofo listen to anything? I am acts of service, which I
Yeah.
just told you all that stuff about things were done for me, right? That's an act
Yeah.
of service. I love it.
That's awesome. Yep.
And then words of affirmation. I mean, if he told me every day, I am just, you bring meaning to my life, I would have just
Yeah.
been floating along all day long.
Yeah.
No, he just misunderstood the assignments,
I just need
did
you to
not
be
understand
sweet.
it.
Yeah. I
He
just need you to
thought
say sweet things.
he thought I was like every other woman, and gifts.
Yeah.
Gifts were my, I could give 2 shits. I mean, he would
It's
show
just
up with
stuff.
jewelry.
It's
Yeah,
just
which
stuff.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Do you not know me? Do you see that I only wear hoops and my cross and that's it? I don't wear, all you ever see me in is hoops." I mean, have you ever seen me in anything extravagant jewelry ever?
I don't earrings change a little bit. They're generally
Hoops.
thematically the same. Yeah.
Yeah, they're generally
Yeah.
hoops. And I'm just like, "Do you not know me after almost 10 years?" I mean, come
Yeah.
on, you know? Now,
What's the point of doing that if you're not both gonna take from it? Claude and I have done the love languages thing, and like your previous beau, he one of his is physical touch. And like you, I have made it a point from the second I learned that if he's driving, I rub his neck.
I've
If we're
seen that in
sitting,
you,
yeah,
Michelle. I've seen
yeah,
you do this,
yeah.
and I've
And if
seen you
he's
do that.
sitting in his desk chair, I walk by and rub his head. I just make it a point. And now I don't even have to think about it.
Add up for time.
Yeah, society told me PDA is bad,
Yeah.
so I was never, like, putting it out there for the world to see, and then, when we learned this about each other, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna do my part," and now I don't even have to think about it. So, we have this in common. Mine was also acts of service, but my other one was quality time,
Uh,
which actually this just came to me now, so, 40 years later, which is probably why I got so bent when my boyfriend would either not come home or would come home and
yeah,
not spend time with me because
it's your love
I spent
language.
my life with people not spending time with me. My mom and my brother were never around,
Yeah,
and my dad wasn't around. So it must be me. If you don't want to spend time with me, it must be me.
it's
And I
not you
didn't get
though.
much of it, which is
Yeah.
why it became one of my love languages.
I highly encourage, in fact, if I get into another relationship, I am gonna have us both take that test again,
Yeah.
because it is gonna be a constant battle if you're not loving your person
They want to be
the way
loved.
they wanna be loved,
Yeah.
or what is it, designed to be loved. You can
Yeah.
bring me gifts every single day, and I'm not gonna give 2 shits about it. I'm not gonna
Right.
feel love. I'm gonna feel
Right.
like, "Why'd you spend the money on that?"
I totally get it. And, there's the golden rule. I don't know the exact verbiage. I believe it's do unto others as you would have done unto you. Okay.
Mm,
Beautiful.
treat
Fabulous.
each other.
So treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Here's the catch with that. I don't know how you want to be treated. Maybe you put up with some shit I won't put up with. So I subscribe to the platinum rule, which is treat people the way they want to be treated,
And you
which
gotta
is why
figure that out.
yeah, which is why if you do the love language, which for those of you guys out there, men, maybe even some women, would be like, "Come
It's
on,
good for your
whatever."
children too,
Love
though, to
language,
learn.
yeah, because then you know how to give them what they need. Exactly.
Mhm.
And if you don't do that, then you're starting the relationship on expectations, and then you're managing expectations instead of getting what you actually need. And that's not gonna work for anybody. It takes a few minutes, and if you know going in at least that, I mean, I don't know, might turn out to be an insane person anyway, but at least if you go into it knowing how they want to be loved or how they need to be loved,
They're walking around with a giant red flag. You
Yeah,
don't care what your
right.
love language is.
Right.
You
You're
don't
at
care.
least that much better into the game, setting
Yeah.
yourself up for some success at some level. And I'm not saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a date with this guy. We should do the love languages."
I'm talking when you're in a relationship.
When you're in a relationship, it's new-ish or, been there a few months and now you're like, "Okay, what next?" There you go.
Here's me on a first date with my little clipboard. We gotta figure out what your love language is before I can move
Yeah.
on.
Yep. Oh, that's
What
funny.
a way to kill a date.
Yeah, exactly. The love
Figure out
languages.
that.
Seriously.
I promise I will help.
If we give you nothing else, let us give you that. You will be amazed. Both of you will
Yeah.
be and you know what? It'll create a whole lot of understanding about each other and you'll be like, "Well, that's why he acts that way when I whatever."
Mm.
Okay, you'll know. Yeah.
All right.
All righty. So next week, we are going to have an episode that we believe the world needs. We've talked about our purpose and we feel like hot flashes and bold moves is our individual purpose and our together purpose. And now I think we're going to just, at least for one episode, maybe, take it a little further and share
Not
the
just for us.
responsibility. It
Not
behooves us to use this format for maybe some change in the world. That's all. All right. So until then, stay wild and stay unapologetically you. And remember to like us, share us, subscribe to us, download us, and whatever it takes, get it out there, share it with the world. We are on Facebook, Hot Flashes and Bold Moves, Facebook page, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple for podcasts. We're two bold, badass women with mics and opinions, but we are not doctors, therapists, or any kind of official experts. In Hot Flashes and Bold Moves, we share real talk, life lessons, and hilarious stories. But this is not medical advice. If you make changes to your hormones, health routines, skincare, sex life, or anything else based on what we say, make sure to check in with a professional who knows your body better than we do. We're here to entertain and empower, not prescribe. So, if your libido spikes, your face peels off, or your vibrator catches fire, God forbid, we love you, but it's not on us. Own your choices, use your judgment, and don't sue us.